Imagine walking into a place you've never been before. A new city, a new environment, new sounds, new faces, unfamiliar streets. Almost immediately, something changes inside your mind. Your attention sharpens. Your senses feel more alert. Your brain begins absorbing details, signs, sounds, movements, patterns. But something else is happening too. The experience feels stimulating, sometimes even exciting. Why does the brain react this way to novelty? Why do new experiences feel so powerful compared to familiar routines? To understand this, we need to look at how the brain balances stability and exploration. Because the human brain evolved with two competing priorities. One system favors predictability and safety. The other favors discovery and exploration. And both are essential for survival. But here's where it gets interesting. If the brain focused only on safety and routine, humans would rarely discover new opportunities, new food sources, new environments, new tools, new knowledge. Exploration allowed humans to adapt and expand into new territories. And because of this, the brain evolved systems that reward novelty. At the center of this system is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Dopamine is often misunderstood. Many people think dopamine simply creates pleasure, but neuroscience shows that dopamine plays a more important role. It helps the brain detect opportunities for learning and exploration. When the brain encounters something new, dopamine-producing neurons in the midbrain become active. These neurons send signals to several important brain regions, including the striatum and the prefrontal cortex. These signals increase motivation and attention. In simple terms, dopamine tells the brain, pay attention to this. There may be something important to learn here. But the brain doesn't stop there. Another key structure involved in novelty detection is the hippocampus. The hippocampus constantly compares incoming information with stored memories. It helps the brain answer an important question. Is this familiar or is this new? When the hippocampus detects novelty, it communicates with dopamine systems, and this interaction strengthens learning. In other words, new experiences help the brain learn more efficiently. But the brain does something even more interesting. Novel environments can temporarily increase neural plasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to strengthen connections between neurons and reorganize neural pathways. This means that learning often becomes easier in novel environments. For example, when you travel somewhere new, you may notice that your memory feels sharper. You remember locations, landmarks, and experiences more vividly. Your brain is actively building new internal maps of the environment. But there's another layer to this story. The brain doesn't just seek novelty. It also seeks manageable novelty. Too much unpredictability can activate stress systems, but moderate novelty stimulates curiosity. This balance allows the brain to explore while maintaining safety. And this leads to an unexpected effect. When life becomes extremely repetitive, dopamine systems may become less active. The brain begins predicting everything that will happen. Nothing new appears to explore. Attention becomes less engaged. Motivation may decline. But when novelty appears again, a new idea, a new environment, a new challenge, dopamine activity increases. Attention sharpens. Learning accelerates. The brain becomes more engaged with the world. This system helped humans adapt to constantly changing environments. Exploration allowed our ancestors to discover new resources and technologies. Curiosity became one of the most powerful forces in human evolution. But once you understand this system, something fascinating becomes clear. The brain is not only designed for survival, it is also designed for discovery. Curiosity is not simply a personality trait, it is built into the biological architecture of the brain. By the way, if you're interested in understanding how the human brain and body actually work, this channel explores the science behind those systems. Many everyday experiences become much clearer once we understand the biology behind them. And the brain's attraction to novelty is one of the most powerful examples. Your brain is constantly searching for patterns, learning opportunities, and new information. It evolved not only to survive the world, but to explore it. Vera Human explains the science behind how the human system works. Subscribe if you're curious about the biology of being human.